way too early in the morning. Welcome to Hayward. Oh my God. Up way earlier than I should be. Oh my God, it's so early. Might not be early. It might just be sleepy. How I feel.
Baby, I'm so glad that I found you. Now I got someone to embrace. From the day you stole my heart, I never ever want to be alone. Don't you feel the
Alright, we are on first break at the Palace. There is absolutely no recording in this scumbag hole called the Palace in Hayward. We're probably gonna have to edit that out, but it is like one of the worst places to go. Don't come here, especially at night. Anyways, only a few hands of note. I've had a lot of pocket pairs. I had pocket eights, and the flop comes ace 10-5, and I'm in middle position. Everyone checks to me. I check. The turn is a 5 and it pairs the board. I bet the turn. I get one caller. The pot's really small because it's the first level, and the river is a 3, and he checks, and I know he just has a 10 and just is refusing to fold to me. So I bet small, and he calls, and he shows me queen 10. And I use that to my advantage later because I have pocket queens, and I raise. I'm under the gun. I make it 700. The blinds are 200, 100, and a player in middle position calls, and he calls right next to me. And the flop comes 10-6-5, rainbow. He checks. I bet 700. The player behind folds. He calls. The turn is a 6, so I know he has a pair, but his pair's not good as good as my queens. He leads, which is strange to me. He leads for 900, and I have like somewhere around 2,000 left, and I just go all in and he folds. But I felt like that was my only move, given my stack size being so small. But at the same time, I kind of felt like the pocket 8's hand before, like set up the queen's hand, where I could just really know where he is with one pair of hands and how he plays his one pair of hands. That's all. We're going back in there trying to win this small tournament way too early in the morning.
Don't you feel the times are coming when it feels so right to dance in the moonlight, baby, with you?
We are on second break. We have made it to the second break, which is kind of misleading because we are actually at the final table, and they've discussed a deal where the bottom 3 get $50 and 4 people get paid, and there are 5 people left. So we've made it to second break. There are 5 people left. I had a 20K stack, and I just sat there and didn't have any hands for quite a while, and I blinded off half of my stack, and I was in the small blind, and it folded all the way around to me, and the chip leader, which has taken out 2 or 3 players, was not really paying attention, and it looked like he wanted to fold, and he like was looking at the TV. So I just went all in with 5-3 offsuit, and he folded. But it was just me being aware of my surroundings. Tournament players, they just do bad shit. God, I know I got lucky in spots, but like they just do bad things. Like I never play tournaments, but God, now I remember, they just do bad stuff all the time. Constantly making mistakes. I love it. Peaking in the tournament.
Before today, when was the last time you played a tournament?
Oh God, that last time I chopped a tournament in Reno with you, well, no, the time before when you didn't believe I had kings and you had pocket jacks, and then you knocked me out with the jack on the flop, and you just refused to believe. I was like,
I forgot about that.
I hadn't played a hand all tournament, and you shove on, and I shove on you, and you're like, what do you have? And I tell you exactly what I have, because like I do that sometimes when I'm tired.
Tournament players playing bad and getting rewarded.
I have pocket kings, and she says, no you don't, and just calls me with jacks.
And I hit a jack on the flop.
God.
That's I guess that's what he's talking about when he says tournament players get rewarded for playing poorly.
But that was a good day because I won money playing craps. Bought in for 65, cashed out for 400.
Sometimes we all struggle, but when the sun's my face, I think of you and all my troubles.
Andrew Neeme, Jeff Gross, Bill Perkins, I want you to know why it's a good idea to pick me. I'm just a regular guy that wants to see poker in its best light. I feel like that's why I should be picked, because Pokerstars in recent years has made some bad decisions, as well as it's been painted in a light of trying to make children gamble, and that's not what it is. Poker is a fun community for everyone, and I want to see it portrayed correctly in its best light, and I feel like you picking the common man can make that happen. So I think that's one very important reason to pick me. Curtain talk. I gave you humor. God, he bluffed me. He bluffed me. I gave you creativity.
The Lamborghini then. Much more subtle.
I gave you passion. I gave you my storytelling. And I sure as hell got out of my comfort zone. She can express to you some things about me and what's going on with my journey that you may not know. And I have a few questions to ask her myself, so.
I've got a lot of dirt on this guy.
She does. She does. I'm real squirmish right now. Pick me! Pick me! Also, if given this opportunity, I will work my ass off to make the most of it. I would love to meet Jeff Gross and get some coaching. Thank you. Curtain talk.
We can open every door. From the day you stole my heart.
Thank you guys so much for following me on this journey. I've decided if I win, I'm going to give away 1% to 3 different subscribers. Please subscribe and leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for following me on this journey. Thank you. So, it has been an amazing journey. My wife has helped me so much on this journey, and we want to thank you guys so much for being on it with us. We've seen a lot of different vlogs with families, and as far as we go, we are Tinks.
Hello, Tinkerbell.
Tinks. 2 incomes, no kids. And we feel like we're the demographic for the future of poker, where it's 2 millennials that just want to play.